Alright, welcome back everybody to Speedromizer 6. I hope you're ready for some more speedrunning fun, because the event's not over just yet. We still got more runs for you. In fact, we got another run coming at you right now, with Super Meat Boy 80% by Gulch2. So I hope you're ready for some platforming fun. So whenever you're ready, Gulch, take it away.
Hello everybody, welcome. My name is Gulch2, and I'm running Super Meat Boy. So I've had the pleasure of running this game for the past 3 months. I've had so much fun with it. I don't typically play platformer games, so it's been an exciting change of pace for me. I'm primarily a horror game speedrunner, but this one is, kind of horror adjacent even, I think, with just all the things going on with the game itself. But I'm also joined by the Gaming 1000, if you would like to introduce yourself.
Hello. I'll be helping commentate a lot of the parts, especially the intense parts where Gulch would want to focus more.
Yeah, this game's super fast paced.
But yeah, as he was saying, this game has a lot of platforming. There's a lot of precise movements in many, especially later levels, as we'll see. One thing we haven't gone over yet is that there's actually 6 levels, 6 chapters that we do in any percent. The first 5, you only need to beat 17 out of 20 levels, so you'll see him skipping 3 really long, slow levels, up until the last one, where you would have to play everything.
Yeah, awesome. And I'm super excited to have you, Gaming. Thanks for joining. And with that, we can start the countdown to begin the run. So we'll start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Go!
Good luck.
Thank you.
Good luck. Good luck, Gulch. You got this in the bag.
Thanks.
So yeah, this is the forest. This is where the game kind of teaches you basic mechanics. You have this little tutorial thing at the top for the first 3 levels. Kind of gives you some instructions on some controls. Here's where we implement our first glitch called auto jump. If you pause right as you make a jump and then unpause, the game will basically jump on every frame and let you just auto fire jumps, just like that. Used in 1-4 and 1-5. It's going to be used in other places later on, but this is your very first introduction to the glitch. So yeah.
I am also able to remap my jump key, so I also have jump on A as well as one of my bumpers, so it allows me to jump off the wall a little bit sooner than if I wasn't able to, if I had to let go of the A button.
Yeah, that ties into something else that some runners use. They don't just use keyboard or controller, they use both for remapping. Sometimes that helps.
A little quick skip there to skip that entire level. We just jump past that saw blade right in the beginning of the level.
112 has that skip. That said, if you fail it like twice, you're probably losing time over doing it the intended way. So, yeah, it's usually worth it. It just takes time to get used to.
Yeah, and there's just a bunch of objects throughout the game that we're just trying to avoid, and we only have our basic movement of this game is just sprinting, walking in either left or right directions, and then you can jump. And then depending on how long that you hold your jump button down for, the longer you jump and the higher you jump.
Also known as dynamic jumping. So what you saw him do is skip level 15. So as I said earlier, levels like that are generally the slower levels in the chapter. 19 and 20 are definitely also slow. So you'll see him skipping levels like those, because the game allows you to.
Yeah, just like that. That was the first boss down, Little Slugger, and we're on to chapter 2.
Yeah, Little Slugger is essentially just an auto-scroller, so you cannot beat him any faster than this. And what's better is, it's usually not that difficult to avoid dying. So most of the time, you're probably going to beat Little Slugger at the same time. And 2-2 is a nice little skip right here. Ooh, nice. Pull the first try. It's very easy to die when falling down there.
Ooh, jumped a little too high there.
Yeah, the stuff on top, it can definitely mess you up. Especially if you're like, oh, I can just like jump all the way up, and then nah, it would kill you. Except for the last one, of course. So here's the chapter that introduces you to the windmill mechanic, alongside with a few others.
Here's a big skip in this chapter, or this level.
Yeah. Normally you would have to push to the left and then just go and then avoid the up windmill, but you can skip all of that just by going to the right instead and doing a somewhat precise jump. I think calling it precise is a bit of a stretch, but you know, it is Super Meat Boy after all.
One, we're gonna wait a little bit to be able to let that slug go by.
If you don't wait, the enemy would kill you. I don't know its name.
Little sluggy guy.
Slubby guy, yeah.
That's what I like to call him.
Yeah.
Avoid those guys as well jumping. Got some more fans here. Gotta get this key to get to the bandage girl.
Yep. There's a lock there. It's kind of like a safe. But not really.
And I also, one thing that we didn't talk about is remapping your keybind. So I actually map controller inputs to the keyboard inputs in order to save some time at the end of each level when I get Bandage Girl. So, you want to talk about that, gaming?
I don't have too much. I don't have too much experience with controllers. If you understand it, I think you should probably explain it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you normally just press A.
I just use keyboard.
Yeah, okay. So I map, I think it's A to one of my keybinds, so that when I touch Bandage Girl, I can just exit the level a little faster. If that's a brief understanding of it. I'm not really sure how that works.
Fredberg also has videos talk about these kind of mechanics.
Here we're gonna try a little skip. I think I can get it here, so I'm gonna use that power boosting.
In order to get that, you have to finish the previous level, aka 216, in the air. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to get the fast auto jump. If you don't get the fast auto jump, you're just not going to be able to make it in time. So
now we're under our second boss here, Chad.
Yes. So there is a skip that you can go for to skip the waiting for the lava, but it doesn't seem like he's going for it. Fair. I mean, it only takes 7 seconds. And
yeah, it's
not dying
pretty
is just so
difficult
much
to
more
get.
important.
It's definitely, you have to be really precise. But basically, the skip that gaming's referring to, it basically allows you to not have to wait out the little water rising at the bottom here. You'd be able to just end
Saves
this
just
level
about
a little
7
sooner.
seconds.
I've gotten it a few times just in practice, but in a real run setting, you get one try to do it, and if you don't get it, it's not worth like resetting the chapter to do it.
Especially in a run like this, in a marathon run where you can't reset. Yeah, I can totally see why you would not want to go for that.
So Salt Factory now in the 3rd chapter introduces a little bit of new mechanics.
The salt. It is salt. I mean, this is very similar to the haywire thing we saw. It's a different color, but it looks like the same thing that we saw in Hospital.
We also got these conveyor belts too.
Speed, yeah. But we have saw blades. I don't think these were here. No, they probably were. But not in Light Hospital. I don't think so. No, they were. They were in 2-3. Never mind.
Do a little skip here to save like a second, so usually you have to go on a second conveyor belt there, but if you press a jump on the same frame that you launch on one of these things, you can yeah, I messed that up. You can get a lot of height more than you're normally supposed to. Okay, I'm trying to go for a skip here, but failing a little bit, so I'm just gonna do this the normal way.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing.
The skip I was going for only saves a second, and that's
typically,
why.
if you're gonna go for risky strats, it's better to just go for it once in general. But you were pretty close to that, I'd say.
Yeah, it's always fun to go for them.
Because it can definitely make you lose a large portion of time if you fail it over and over again. You can get it if you get it first try, and if you don't lose too much time in those cases.
We also have the introduction of these little disappearing blocks at this level, and we'll see those throughout the Salt Factory. some chapters.
Oh yeah, right. Another thing, if you watch like high-level SMB runs, you may see that they usually skip levels 12 and 13. So you might be asking why he's doing them, but the thing is, they're only faster. 18 and 19 are only faster if you do a very precise skip at level 18. That takes like 5 seconds. Because you have to exit the map, and that alone takes like 4 seconds. So you have to get the 5-second time save in level 18 for it to actually be faster.
That one
something I did not know for a while, actually. I had a lot of runs
skip here.
that didn't do a skip.
That was perfect.
So yeah, that was good.
Got some more disappearing blocks here. It's gonna touch them.
There is another skip you could do, but it's even harder, where you auto jump off of the bottom left tile.
Yeah,
it's even harder than 18. So after this, we'll do the only boss that actually isn't tied to auto scrolling or RNG. Actually,
this is Brownie Skip.
This is the level that had the biggest time save in the game's history, I believe.
So you wanna explain what we're doing here?
Yes. So Brownie Skip, there's like the death plane doesn't actually go all the way for whatever reason. So if you really precisely sprint jump, and then you do it in a way that you don't touch the kill plane, you can skip, not die there, and thus skip boss, the fight, the race, the scripted race. However, so sprint jumping is not actually what you would think it is. You don't just sprint after jump or whatever. What you do is you release the sprint key as you wall jump. That way you jump closer to the wall. That's what you need to do for the skip to actually work, or else you will touch the plane pretty much every time. I think this is why sprintless Brownie Skip is not possible, from what I was told. I haven't ran sprintless though, so I can't really confirm that. So I'll just say allegedly. So this is hell. We're in hell now. What the hell? So this now we have lava. We have these bubbles too, lava bubbles. That's the main thing that's being introduced right now. So yeah, wait. You skipped level 2, right? Yeah, that's another auto scroll level, by the way. As with 18, so those levels are definitely skipped. 20 is also similarly slow, so we kind of have our 3 skipped levels for the chapter. Don't know if I should have spoiled them, but here we are. So, oh, this is a nice auto jump. I kind of forgot you could do that there. Ooh, wow, spicy.
Nice, that was good.
Okay.
That level was always scary. Very satisfying to pull off.
For sure. Ooh, okay, that was an interesting backup. In level 9.
This level I like to take my sweet little time on. It's a little scary.
Understandable.
Jumps.
It's not like you need grade A's.
Do another pause jump here just to catch the wall.
Definitely helps. Definitely
Got
helps
some
a lot
laser eye enemies now. These guys
as I was explaining in 1.4 and 1.5 Forest. These auto jumps are everywhere. They make very precise tricks much easier.
Yeah, and these eye lasers just track you around the level here.
We're gonna get to it in Rapture too, but there's another place. Definitely almost certainly need it.
Yeah, these eye laser enemies we find a little bit throughout hell. They just kind of track you around, and you just have to move and hide around objects to get by them.
Yeah.
Here we have, I don't even know what these enemies are called, but I
think they're called munchers.
Munchers. That's very accurately named. I love that. Munchers.
That's my guess, though. Don't quote me on that.
When they hit the wall or a surface, they break into multiple enemies.
The munchers, yeah. The balls, though, they just kind of bounce. But if you touch them, you die. Just like
here, we kind of break line of sight from the munchers, so they stop spawning with that block above us. So we can kind of just wait down the elevator.
That's the reason we don't break it. We leave it there. The other two have to be broken, though.
Now we have Little Horn,
that's okay,
the
we can
Hell
read.
Chapter boss. So here we're just gonna stand in kind of a specific spot, and we're able to dodge most of his attacks just by standing here. So we just have to dodge 3 of their attacks, which is
Great
that
game
like
developer
fist
movement.
sweeping move that we see.
Kind of cool.
And
how
we already dodged 2,
just
so there's
left
one
a
coming up
respawn.
here that we just have to be aware of.
Yeah. Without this spot, this boss would probably be a fair bit harder. And a pretty big choke point if it weren't for this spot right here. I don't think any other spot in the level can do the same thing. So it's kind of a miracle that this is doable in the first place.
But if you have anything to announce, now may be a good time.
Yes. I completely forgot to say that.
That's okay.
It's all good. It's all good. This is a very fast-paced game. I don't blame you. But I will take this opportunity to remind everybody that this is Speedromizer 6. And for anybody just tuning in and doesn't know what Speedromizer is a charity marathon with a twist. What you submit is not what you get to run. And instead, all the accepted runners are randomly assigned a game from somebody else, and you have 90 days to learn that game. So if that sounds like a fun concept to you, be sure to join the Discord over at speedromizer.live/discord.
Sounds like an interesting concept, but the thing is, like, it's scary because you could get recommended a game and you could just like, be god awful at it.
Yeah, there's definitely some
For example,
perseverance.
I've dabbled in Smash Bros, but I just could not play the game. Like if I was given that game that I have played before, I would probably not get even remotely competent in 3 months.
Yeah.
Pokemon 2,
That's the
even
fun
though I
though,
have
'cause-
experience with Wi-Fi battling, like for long games especially, that would be really almost completely unmanageable. Or
Well, thankfully, the submissions do have a cap at an hour and a half.
Mhm.
So you don't
Okay,
have to worry
that's
about pulling like a 5-hour RPG or something like that.
yeah, okay, that's good.
Yeah, maybe you can
Even
give
the
it a
previous
shot
one was
next
like an hour and a half. Pretty much right at the limit. Okay.
time. All right. So now we're on to
Also, what if I don't
Rapture.
have the game? What if you don't have the game then? Like, you don't even have
The
a
idea is
console.
to be as accommodating as possible, so that if you get a game that you can't run for whatever reason, they'll pull from like a backup list of runs and you can get a different game.
Okay.
Yep. So now
So
we're on
the
to
idea is-
Rapture. So this. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Go for it. Talk about the run.
Yeah. So now we're on to Rapture, and this is the 5th chapter of the run. So this is the one.
Exactly.
We have one more chapter after this.
Zombie Boys.
That's called the end.
Yep.
But this is the last full chapter that has 17 levels in it that we'll be doing. So it's one of the most tricky ones, I think, especially because of just the enemies that are in here. Like these guys
was
can be
difficult to
very
say.
rude. They're kind of RNG, these little red monsters. Just their behavior and everything like that. So we're gonna try to get them to play along. Got this run. So far, so good.
Yeah.
But we still got a couple more chapters or levels with these enemies.
Another thing about Rapture is the boss is by far the worst. You have to pray that Larry, like, ideally you want him to jump 3 times into the saw blades. But the thing is, he's not guaranteed to hit it on any cycle. It's in fact like a 25% chance after the first one. The first one's 50%, but everything else is 25. So it's very common to have like dozens of extra wasted cycles and lose like a minute.
Well, I went for the hard strat there and I got it. I'm really happy with that. And nice, that was perfect. That was
Yeah, it's especially difficult, especially without auto jump. That strat is very precise.
Here we're gonna skip an entire level here with this little.
Yeah. So this auto jump is, I think, almost certainly required to get the trick properly, at least at the start. You don't necessarily need to do it at the end, as you just saw.
I love these little worm guys here. I hate this
The
level,
next
but I
level
love
is going
these
to have
worm
something
guys.
even more interesting, though. Just wait and see. Level 14, you may have skipped like half the level, but here, oh boy. Yep, we're about to do literally none of it.
Yep,
3
we skipped the
seconds.
entire
gone.
level there.
You can't even explain. Literally, before I can even start explaining, it's already done. That is by far the fastest Rapture level. It even compares to like 1-1. When the level compares to 1-1,
That was
in
close.
length, you know it's quick.
And here's the last
Especially in
one that we'll be
Rapture.
doing here, and then we get a
Ooh,
face off against Larry, which
That-
Gaming
the
alluded to
RNG
earlier.
boss.
Yeah, with the RNG. There's some manipulation that we're gonna do with the boss. You want to explain how that works?
That helps. If you pause, like right as he's like before he jumps out, you could get him to get two out of there. That did not happen, but it does increase your 3 chance, like 3 cycle Larry chance odds much more. 2 extra cycles right now.
No, I did not get a 3 cycle.
But it's still not perfect. It's not 100% consistent. But this is the best we've got so far. And this was discovered in 2019.
Yeah, that was Larry was pretty nice. I think it was what, a 5 cycle?
Yeah, this Larry was
about
really
that. Yeah. And now we're on to the end, and this is the hardest chapter of the game.
This is the
by
one
far.
chapter.
I'm gonna try to focus here, but we got a cool skip coming up on the first level.
All 5 levels. So yeah, let's let him lock in and focus. This level especially is the trick, but the skip is very tight, very easy for you. Even I fail to this day almost all the time. Oh, first try, let's go. That was good.
So you can skip gathering some keys there just by doing a precise wall jump.
Save.
Oh, I fell off the map there.
Unfortunate.
But this level we're gonna do essentially intended path here.
Yep. So who's gonna hit the time, by the way? The host?
Time is handled by tech.
Okay, I'll let you know when to end it.
So you just call out time when the run ends, and you're good.
Yeah, I won't do that until escape, though. I won't. We're not quite there yet.
Yeah,
but
we still got some time.
6-2 completed. I think pretty much every level has at least some sort of skip or faster strat in the intended, except maybe level 2 and maybe 4. But most levels have something.
This level here, we're trying to grab 3 different keys throughout the level. Oh, that's not good.
It's gonna be hard to back up, but I think it's doable.
Yeah, I'm so bad at backing that up. That's okay.
Backups are really hard because you almost have no reason to practice them, so that's very common.
So yeah, we gotta collect 3 keys in order to get to Bandage Girl at the end here. This one is tricky if I miss it, but okay, we got it that try.
Good job.
Gonna be jumping between some saw blades here a little bit.
That was so tight. Just another auto jump. Oh my god! I thought you were gonna die. You had me on the edge of my seat there. Wow.
This is my least favorite level in the entire game. Right here, Omega. It is killed so many runs.
Yes.
There is a strat called keyless that you can do here that I'm not gonna go for, but it is very cool. It prevents having to grab the key, hence the name keyless. But because this part is very scary.
The correct direction. Yes. Oh, that was good. You did it. Good job.
Thank you.
Don't sprint here.
Yeah, take this nice and slow here.
Yes.
There we go.
Good job. Good job. Right. Now we're in the final boss. This is it. This is the end. Just as the chapter name suggests. So, like a lot of the other bosses, this is once again an auto-scroller. But we can actually skip a part of it by getting in front of the saw blades. It doesn't save any more than like 2 seconds. The only thing you're really doing is you're making Dr. Fetus spawn quicker, and
ooh, just barely made that.
You might be making the thing spawn quicker. What is this? Yeah, you should land and then just fall, not wall jump. I was gonna say that, but yeah.
Yeah, so we're trying to do a skip here to skip past these saw blades so we don't have to.
Ooh, nice.
That's scary. So we don't have to be staying in between them the entire time of this level.
No, land. Okay, this is not gonna work. You're supposed to fall off after landing, not wall jump. Because then you have too much vertical negative velocity, and you would just die.
I'm not sure. This is the way I've been doing it, so I'm gonna try to just get this through this strat. I don't want to change things up here. I was just doing that stall so that I can time with the drop of the blades here. There we go.
Okay, that works. There we go. That jump is, yeah, less consistent, by the way. Come on, you got this. Okay, good. Okay, you're good. There we go. So now we are about to head to escape. There is one more level, then we're not quite done after this boss. We have to escape now.
One quick cool thing to note real quick is that when one cool thing to note real quick is that when we're standing on a button, we're actually invincible.
I think it's illegally, Sam.
So we can
we're gonna be heading around
prevent
time
from
in like 30
dying.
seconds.
Okay.
Assuming he doesn't die. Oh yeah, speaking of which, there's actually a little skippy. You can skip the ending of it because the trigger is like placed very far out. Alright. Oh gosh. Thought they were gonna die there for a sec.
And time is coming up here.
Time's coming up.
Time.
That's time. That's time.
Jeez.
23:43, I think. No, not 43 off. Let me see. 23:52. Okay, 23:52 or 53.
That's pretty good. That's really good.
Yeah.
I'll take that for sure.
That's a 23 in a marathon. I just realized.
Yeah.
You were going for that on stream, but you just casually got it in a marathon. Oh my god. Congrats, man. Is that a PB?
No. I think I have a 23:20 or something. So, but that was really close to BB for a marathon run.
23 seconds
really
off.
Yeah.
In a marathon.
That was
Good
a lot
stuff.
of fun.
So now both of us had a good run in the marathon.
Do you
So that was
want
super
to let the
meatball.
people know where they can find you?
Yeah, so this is Gulch2. His Twitch is twitch.tv/Gulch2, as you can see on the screen.
Yep.
Let me just check that link.
Yeah, and I also want to give a shout out to Dr. Zaitho, who helped me learn this game a lot when I was first starting to run
Zaida
and
was
stream.
absolutely cracked. He got so close to world record so many times.
Yeah,
he's tied with them at 17:27.
Yeah, Dr. Zaitho, second place runner, he came to my stream and helped me a lot when I was first learning this game. So big shout out to him. Also shout out to the gaming for doing the commentary here. I had a lot of fun. Thank you.
Yep. I had fun commentating this one. This one was great.
Thank you. Yeah, and that's all the shout outs I have.
Yep. Oh yeah, I see this overlay now. So you want to do death guess? You want to do death count guess? I'm gonna guess something we normally do at the end of every run. 20?
20 deaths? Oh wow.
20 deaths is kind of a lot. I'm probably gonna be less than that, but whatever.
Yeah, I would hope at least sub 10. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell once you're, when you're in the middle of playing and you're just trying to focus on going fast.
Because people don't normally. You could count the deaths. The guys aren't going, but most people aren't going to focus on that.
But yeah, thank you so much for having me. I've been having a lot of fun watching the runners. I've had some friends that have been running in this event, and they all had a really good time, really positive experience overall. So definitely recommend you checking this out. Maybe submitting a run for yourself if you're interested in picking it up for next time.
Yeah, and there was a new runner who went from like 1 hour to 27 very quickly. So if that doesn't motivate you, that you can do it too, then I don't know what will.
But yeah, thank you so much, everyone.
Do you mind showing us the death count before?
Oh, how do I do that? I'm actually not even aware.
You just go back. You go back to the main menu, and then you click statistics.
Oh, statistics.
Yep, 15. Oh,
okay.
I was actually 5 off. Oh,
Yeah,
4
that's
off.
pretty good. I'll take
Because if
that.
you close and reopen, sometimes it subtracts one, but yeah. I think it was right in the middle. Like, you guessed 10, I guess 20.
Very cool.
Right, smack bang in the middle.
Awesome.
Well,
All right,
yeah.
that's it. Thank you, everyone.
Subnautica's next. That was, I think some Steam game. I'm not sure what Subnautica is, but that should be up next.
Best way to find
But
out
that's
is to
it.
watch the
Peace.
next run.
Yep. See y'all.
All right, thanks, everyone.